alias Junjun, background on November 15, an anonymous but reliable confidential informant provided information to the Municipal Drug Enforcement Unit that a certain individual known only as Junjun, residing in a known drug-prone area of Barangay Palwa, was actively selling shabu and actively seeking buyers. Intelligence and planning on November 15 to 16. Agency rule. The Municipal Drug Enforcement Unit team, a unit of the Philippine National Police, conducted initial surveillance to verify the information.
Procedural linkage. A summary of information was drafted and forwarded to the PDEA Office for Mandatory Coordination. PO1 Turingan was designated as the pusher buyer, and Mark Money was prepared, photocopy, and recorded in the police blotter. A pre-operational report was filed. Actual operation November 17, 8 p.m. Operational stage. A bypass operation was conducted at designated location in Barangay Paula. PO1 Turingan was introduced to Janjan by informant. Janjan had one small heat-sealed transparent plastic sachet containing a white crystal substance to PO1 Turingan, who in turn handed to Mark Money to Janjan.
Operational Stage A. Pre-arranged signal ACAF was given. The other members of the MDEU team rushed in the arrested Junjun. The team freed him his Miranda rights and conducted a bodily search, recovering the marked money from his pocket. Post-operational procedures. November 17, 8:15 p.m. onwards, operational stage and procedural linkage due to a gathering crowd and darkness making the area unsafe. The team leader decided to conduct the physical inventory and photography at the nearest police station, which was justified later in court. Procedural linkage. At the police station, the inventory and photography were conducted in the presence of Junjun, now identified as Mario Nesperos, a Department of Justice DOJ Representative Ferdinand Gangan, and unelected Barangay Captain Desiderio Taginod. PO1 Turingan immediately marked the seized plastic sachet with his initial in front of the witnesses. Procedural linkage. The evidence was then turned over to the police station's evidence custodian and subsequently transmitted to the forensic chemist at the crime laboratory, who confirmed the substance was shabu. Investigation and filing. Agency rules. The investigator on case IOC prepared a spot report after operation report, joint affidavit of arrest, inventory receipt, and a chain of custody form. Procedural linkage. The case folder, together with the evidence and the arrested suspect, was referred to the city prosecutor's office for inquest proceedings for violation of Section 5, Sale of Dangerous Drug of RA 9165.
The anti-illegal drug investigation process involves adherence to specific legal frameworks and detailed operational procedures as outlined in Republic Act No. 9165 and the PNP Manual on Anti-Illegal Drugs Operation and Investigation. Operational stages, agency rules, and procedural linkages. The general flow of an anti-illegal drug operation, which must be mapped for the activity, is as follows. Intelligence gathering or case build-up. The process begins with gathering information through surveillance and confidential informants. This stage culminates in the preparation of reports such as the summary of information and joint affidavits of surveillance. Planning and coordination. A detailed plan is formulated, a team is selected, and a team leader is designated. This stage includes coordinating with the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency or the PDEA, which is the primary enforcement agency as far as practicable. The team must also ensure the legal basis for the operation, such as obtaining a search warrant or planning a bypass and entrapment technique. Actual operation or execution. The planned operation is executed. This involves searching, seizing items, and arresting the suspects. Upon arrest, suspect must be immediately informed of their constitutional rights or the Miranda rights. Post-procedural procedures, Section 21 RA 9165. This is a critical legal compliance stage.
Inventory and photograph. Immediately after the seizure, the items must be physically inventoried and photographed. This must be done in the presence of the accused or the representative or counsel, a representative from the media or representative from the Department of Justice or the DOJ, and an elected public official. Marking and documentation. The seized items must be properly marked and detailed chain of custody form must be accomplished to document every transfer of the evidence. Submission of evidence. Within 24 hours of the confiscation, the seized dangerous drugs must be submitted to the PNP Crime Laboratory for qualitative and quantitative examination. Investigation and filing. The investigator on case prepares the case folder, which includes all reports, laboratory results, affidavits of arrest, and the chain of custody form. The arrested persons and evidence are then presented to the prosecutor's office for inquest proceedings. Case-based investigation analysis in the case analysis task. Learners assess legal compliance by focusing on the strict adherence to these procedural safeguards. Accuracy of procedural mapping. Verifying that the flowchart correctly identifies all the mandated steps from coordination to inquest integration of legal frameworks. Assessing if the actions taken align with the requirements of RA 9165, the Constitution, Bill of Rights, and the relevant Supreme Court jurisprudence. For example, a key point of analysis in case law is the presence of the insulating witnesses during the inventory, as any unjustified deviation can lead to an acquittal. Identification of agency rules and responsibilities. Confirming that the roles of PIDEA as the lead agency, the PNP's operational units, and the duties of other entities like the DOJ and the DDB are correctly identified throughout the process. Failure to adhere to these strict rules on the chain of custody can create reasonable doubt and impact the integrity of the evidence, a common issue in drug cases.
In conclusion, the anti-illegal drug investigation process under Republic Act No. 9165 and the PNP Manual on Anti-Illegal Drugs Operation and Investigation is a highly structured framework designed to balance effective law enforcement with strict protection of constitutional rights. Each stage, from intelligence gathering to inquest proceedings, is interconnected, requiring coordination among agencies such as the PIDEA, PNP, DOJ, and other mandated witnesses. The most critical safeguard lies in Section 21 Chain of Custody Rule, which ensures that seized evidence remains credible and admissible in court. Any deviation, particularly in the presence of insulating witnesses during inventory, can weaken the prosecution's case and lead to acquittal. Ultimately, adherence to these procedures strengthens the integrity of investigations, upholds the due process, and reinforces public trust in the justice system. It highlights that successful anti-drug operations are not measured solely by arrest, but by legal compliance, accountability, and the preservation of human rights.